When faith fails, the story of Peter walking on water. Matthew 14:22-33, New King James Version. There's something about storms that tests us, not just in the sky, but in the soul. It was late in the evening. The sea was restless, the wind was fierce. The disciples were in a boat rowing hard against the waves. Jesus wasn't with them, at least not yet. He had gone up the mountain to pray alone. Then, during the storm, when the sea was at its darkest and the disciples' hearts were most afraid, Jesus came to them, walking on the water. They couldn't believe their eyes. Was it a ghost? Their fear grew louder than their faith, but Jesus called out to them, "Be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid." Then Peter, impulsive, passionate Peter, called back, "Lord, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water." And Jesus said, "Come." So Peter stepped out of the boat. Can you imagine that moment? One foot out, then the other, and suddenly he was walking on water, not ice, not a rock, water. His eyes were fixed on Jesus, and for a moment the impossible was possible. But then Peter noticed the wind, the waves, the reality of the storm that surrounded him, and just like that, faith gave way to fear. He began to sink. "Lord, save me," he cried. And immediately, not after a pause, not after a rebuke, immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "O you of little faith, why did you doubt?" Together they got into the boat, and the wind ceased. Silence fell, and the disciples worshipped, saying, "Truly you are the Son of God." Peter walked on water, but he also sank. He started in faith, but failed in fear, and yet this is the heart of the story. When Peter failed, Jesus didn't turn away. He reached out immediately. And maybe that's where we find ourselves. We've stepped out before, trusted God with our plans, our callings, our families, and we started well. But somewhere along the way, life's winds distracted us. Fear crept in, and we began to sink. But friend, hear this. Failing in faith is not the end. It's often the beginning of discovering the grace of God more deeply. Peter was the only one who walked on water that night. He sank, yes, but he also experienced the saving hand of Jesus like none of the others did. Sometimes your greatest failure will lead to your greatest encounter with Christ. So if you feel like you're drowning today, under pressure, under guilt, under fear, cry out like Peter, "Lord, save me," and know that his hand is already reaching for you. He's not finished with you yet.